Welcome back. This is the Pricode channel. If you are new here and you are interested in coding, digital nomad, or productivity, just click down below on the button and be sure that you click on the bell so you can be up to date to all the content that we are uploading over here. In this video, the second one of this series, I'm going to show you how to get all the information that we saved in the previous video and save it as a post types on WordPress. So let's see how fun it is, and let's compare this copy and code right now.
So now that we have the Superman movies, we can use this information to create, for example, posts on WordPress with the titles and the info that we brought from the API. In the web development and everything, now in the programming, you will always going to be necessary bringing information from APIs that you are going to use and put it on your systems. In this case, we are using WordPress, but if you have your own, let's say, Laravel application, Rails, whatever, you're going to need to just bring information from a third-party place and just save it in your computer. Or you can also maybe be sending information to the API. So let's going to try to make a simple example, just trying to save the title of these movies and saving them on the WordPress backend. Okay, so I'm going to create a button right here that says something like "Add me" or whatever, and when we click the button, we will be able to just synchronize that movie with the backend and just put it in as a post. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is create the post type that we're going to create, and let's see, it's add action in it, register post type. Okay, sorry here, and it's a function. Function this, and let's see, register post type. And this value is simple example that we have here. I always take this one. The book, this one. This is enough for now. And it's going to call it movies. And the language that we have right now is Pricode. This is going to be useful in the future for the common video that I'm creating. And that's not going to add any icon here. And it's going to make it a book. And it's already set here. Oh, sorry, not this. Not this. It's going to save it in my local host. So let's see what we have when we reload. There you go. We have movies. Okay, cool. So to add these, we need to bring the info, and after that, we then need to add an input or a button that we can click, right? So let's then add this here. Let's see. This is the BR. No, it's gonna add it here. We're going to add a slash here, and it's gonna say button. Say add me, and let's see how it goes. Let's see if it shows. Let's see how it goes here, and go here to Pricode movies, and if I do a Superman again, okay, there you go. This is the add me button. Okay, so we need to then set and tell to the button that, I mean, we need to just add a callback. So at the moment that the user clicks on the button, we need to listen what is exactly happening. Okay. So for that, we are going to, for the elements that are appearing dynamically on the DOM in HTML, using jQuery, you need to use the the function called bind. So it means that I mean, if you are this callback over here, this event here is going to be happening only for the elements that are loaded at the moment that the page load. But if you bring new elements, you need to add that callback, that event listener, to the new element. So for that, we are going to create a function over here. Let's see, something like a function, Pricode, save movie. Oh, let's gonna call it like a button handler. Okay, let's just try to do it. And for that, we need to say something like a jQuery. Okay, we need to add a class here. It's gonna add a class like class admin. Okay, so jQuery bind click. Okay, sorry, it's a jQuery admin. It's gonna add the body tag here just to be sure that it exists, and it's going to be bind click. And let's see if it's working. So if we click over here, we're going to send an alert or a message that says, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm listening to you, okay? And it's going to say event dot prevent default. This is necessary for to avoid that the element makes what it's the default action, default behavior for. And we are going to say console log test. Oh, YouTube, I'm here. Let's see what is it doing. It's gonna reload this again, Superman. And if we go to the inspector on the console, it's going to say, okay, well, it's not working. Oh, well, of course, because we are not adding that handler here. And it's going to happen after we have added all the buttons. Okay, and again, Superman, and click. There you go, YouTube. I'm here. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. So with this info, we need to pass to a backend system. Hey, this is the information that we wanted you to save. Okay, so first thing that we need to do over here is to try to save that information that we're coming from the API, and we need to save it all the time in the system. So let's gonna add variable over here. This is going to be a global variable, and it's going to call it API response just for that. Okay. So it means that if a response is going to respond everything, we are going to save all the info over here. Okay. So for this, it's going to be a variable that we are going to be able to use anywhere in the code. Okay. So it's going to do something like a response search this. Okay. And we need to say, okay, if we click in this element, it's going to be the element number 0 from the array that is bringing from the API. So 0, 1, well, whatever, okay? But we have the index over here in this each that we did with the jQuery. So what we need to do over here is just to add that value to the button. So this is a pretty cool, quick tip. So we can do something like that data index, okay? And it's gonna say, hey, you know what? Just give me that info, and it's going to be the index, okay? So if you click, and we get the information over here of the click, let's going to set the console log movie let's see what movie we are bringing. Okay, and it's going to be API response index. So it means that if we click over here, for example, it's going to print me all the info that it has from this index specifically. Okay. And let's see if this works. So again, well, Superman, and let's go to see on the console log. Okay, Superman index is not defined. Okay, it's not defined because we are not saving the index of this main error. So this is going to be the jQuery. In this case, it's going to be this because this is the element that we are clicking. And we are going to use the function called data that is going to give us the data attribute. So data index is going to be this one. Let's try it again. And there you go. That's Batman and Superman. Superman returns. All their info is over here. Okay, cool. Yeah. So now we have the info. We need to send it back to another handler. So that's going to add then an action. If you have not, I have a video showing how to use the WP Ajax using a contact form, so that could be useful. I'm gonna leave the description I'm gonna leave the link on the description. So with this, we can say something like, hey, WP Ajax. That's gonna say something like a Pricode ONDB. Remember all the time to use the prefix. Movie save. And it's going to be the action. It's going to say something here like this. And function is going to be this one. There you go. Okay, let's go to add it. I like to name my functions good, it's easier to follow the code. There you go. And that's going to just bring what info, just to bring what info are we sending, okay? So similar to what we did in the last video, I'm going to just simply say JSON encode, and it's going just to set the post value over here. Remember, always use a WP die. Do not continue the WordPress execution. And with this, we are gonna say, okay, well, it's gonna create another function over here. That's going to say Pricode save movie. Okay, and it's going to be another jQuery post. But in this time, we are not going to send it to the admin post. We can if we want, but I just want to use more functions over here for you. And we are going to say something like admin Ajax. And we are going to send the data variable that we are going to create in a moment. And in the same way, we are going to say, just bring the response and then print it to me on the inspector. So for that info, we need to say, okay, var data equals, first thing that you always need to send is the action. And in this case, the action is this name. This string, okay, cool. And movie is going to be the index in this case. Oh, we can even send the, say, movie. Okay, so for this, we are going to say, hey, you know what? Just send this to the backend, saving the movie. That is going to be the API response with this index that I have on the bottom. Let's see if I'm correct. Let me see. here. Okay, let's see if it prints. Oh, sorry. Add action here. Okay, cool. It's gonna be loaded. Superman. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. There you go. You see that post? This is the response that we are receiving after this printing. So I click on it. It's getting over here, and then it's printing. Hey, you know what? This is your info over here. Okay, so it's gonna do something with this, and we can do something pretty cool over here called WP insert post, and it's going to just create a variable called here post. Oh, now it's gonna name it movie, just because I want. So it's going to be something like movie, and we need to add the names. I mean, all the elements that a WP post is gonna be waiting for. So let's going to do WP insert. So post status is going to be publish in this case, and we need to set the post type. That is going to be post type. It's going to be movie. Okay, this function is going to return us something, and let's see what it's going to return. And let's see, new ID. So if is WP error new ID, just tell me what it is. And the same, I'm going to send a response. There is going to be echo JSON encode. We can use a better function for this, but I'm going to leave for a refactor plugin video that I'm going to do in this series. Okay, so this is going to be something like an error. This is true. No, success. It's going to be false, and it's going to send a message. Let's see what we get here, and it's going to be new ID because it's what the variable that we have already returned, and else is going to be this echo JSON success true, and it's going to say something like the new post ID. No, the ID of the new movie is okay. And let's see, same again, WP die. Okay, so right there. Let's see what we get. So we had it over here, okay, here, and let's see what response, okay. So again, let me reload this, Superman, there we go, click, oh, it's number 10, okay. Okay, so, okay, we have here WP die, and let's see what is it responding. Superman. This, it says the new movie is 12. Okay, let's see. Let me refine this here. If response success. We can maybe append something here. similar to this. Why not? And just simply add a bold, something like add it, maybe. And if not, we are going to say something like style color red, and something like error. I think so. Well, whatever. Let's see, what is it printing? Superman. Again, is it 13? Okay. And okay, there is an error over here. Okay. Let's see if it is saving this. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's printing. Why not? Why is not adding that correct? It's a WP error, new ID. Okay, that's weird. Let's see if we can get a simple alert here, just for the record. Alert, response that message, and same here. And let's gonna try it again. Pricode movies, Superman, undefined. Okay, why is undefined? And what is it bringing? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's because I am not returning it as a JSON. That's the reason. And yeah, that's the reason. Okay. Again, Superman. It's gonna add it. There you go, the new idea of the movie, 15. And if we go here, the one that we added was Superman. There you go. We have this new element here. We have this new movie. We brought it from the API results, but we can also add many more information. The API is just not only returning us the title, but I'm going to leave that for a next video, where I'm going to show you how to add, for example, images, okay? And we can add more information like a custom fields, and we can, for example, create something on a specific template for the movies, just adding it to the plugins. I mean, in this series of videos, I'm going to show you several tricks that you can use when you are doing plugin development.
So, how cool that was. If you have any questions, just leave me down below in the comments, and in the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up the languages for the plugin. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.